Hello, 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 and welcome to ER Emotional Response. This is Life Coaching with Ink, Ivory. Hi. Hey, everyone. I hope your week has started well. I hope you had a very enjoyable weekend. It's a new week, a new week to embrace new things. And new things is new ideas, new experiences. You always want to take the time out to experience something new. If someone told you about a favorite restaurant and you never been there, but it's their favorite, it might be the week to try that restaurant. Or it might be a skin cream or something that you would like to try out. This might be the week for it. Or choosing to change your route going to work. This might be the week for it. You never want to put your brain in a posture of never learning, never growing. It's the same thing week after week. You always want to experience new things. If you always on the expressway and you're paying attention to the road so much that you get so irritated when stuck in traffic, stop looking at the traffic this week and start looking at the beauty of the sky, the way the clouds paint over the sky, the way the sun beams over the clouds. You need to take the time out to do something new to make yourself feel alive this week. So I challenge you. As we continue this series on judgment, part 3 is judgment when it comes to your career, when it comes to your passion, whatever you do work-wise, hustle-wise, to provide financial stability, to allow you to live the way you live. We're going to talk about judgment in that area. And it begins with self. It begins with self because what you pronounce over yourself really dictates how you live out your potential and how much of your potential you share with the world or you limit yourself. It really is. And we want to deal with, when it comes to your career, your preconceived ideas that you conclude others might have on you. You might conclude and make the judgment that you're incompetent. Who told you that? Everyone has pluses and everyone has negatives. However, is what you focus your time on. If you focus your time on all the negatives, there's no room for people to see the brilliance in your positives. Why you are uniquely made to be who you are. It could be 1,000 people in your profession, but the way you are wired, you eloquently deliver your gifts in that field in such a way there can never be another you. And that goes for anybody under the sound of my breath. There literally can't be another you. And when you realize that, you stop casting judgments. Oh, I'm only going to make it this far. Oh, I'm only going to make this much. Oh, I'm only going to reach this amount of people. Who told you that? Who told you that? They used to make the saying, the sky is the limit. But then rockets were built where astronauts have went to the moon. So what really is the limit? And they discovered new planets, and they know other planets. So what's really the limit except the limit that you pronounce on your life? So judgment. And I want to talk about those that are in the entertainment industry, those that are acting and actresses. If you are pursuing it, pursue it with your all. You cannot be consumed with the success of someone else's abilities. You can't. You can't. I gotta repeat that. You cannot be consumed with the success of other people's abilities. Because the reality is, you are you. And the more you focus on other people's success, the less time you have to focus on your own. And regardless how successful they are, it doesn't limit your success. And you need to take what you have pronounced on your life. Oh, well, this singer has made it to this level. I'll never be that big. Who told you that? And how do you find comfort in that? How do you find comfort in looking in the eyes that belong to you and pronouncing death and limitations on your full potential? Who told you that? Well, this person can make beats. This person can play an instrument in a way that blows everybody's mind. It's okay to give credit where credit is due. However, the time you invest in marveling at someone else's success, you can cut it down and focus on your success. They don't have to be the only people. I always think of the example, Kraft never stopped making mayonnaise because Hellmann's mayonnaise existed. And both of them have a lot of customers. But not once did Kraft say, you know what, I'm going to stop making mayonnaise because Hellmann's got the mayonnaise industry on lock. No. Even though Hellmann's is really good, Kraft is also really good. And you need to know the uniqueness in your gift. It's a million people that can blow a horn or play a piano. But you might focus on a key or a style and how you deliver the music that's totally different than anyone else. And you have to realize that. And when you realize it, you stop casting judgment on yourself. Oh, I'm good, but I never heard of someone saying they love something so much and talk about it so negatively. You either love it and talk about the ways that is unique in its existence and why you appreciate it, or you talk about it in such a hateful way that you despise its existence. It's one or the other. And if you despise your existence, then you need to check yourself. Because you only have one set of eyes and one sheet of skin to live in this lifetime. So you might as well get comfortable. You might as well embrace your flaws, look at your strengths, and deliver your gift, your talent to the world. Stop casting judgments. There might be 200 other comedians, but the way you deliver certain jokes might not have ever been delivered that way. Eddie Murphy didn't stop because Richard Pryor existed. Martin Lawrence didn't stop because Eddie Murphy existed. That's in comedy. And so, even when I'm life coaching musicians and celebs in the industry, it's all with the goal of keeping them centered and appreciating their unique design, the way they were wired, so that they can be their own best friend and not cast so much judgment. Because what happens is, it's just like anything. If you go in and you're pounding on a wall every day, that one person, after pounding for 30 days, on the 31st day, a person will come in and pound that same wall and hit it one time and crumble it. And so if you always casting judgment on yourself in your career and limiting yourself, I'll never be a supervisor, I'll never be a manager, I'll never be a CEO, I'll never be a business owner. You pound on it enough, by the time the outside world come in and speak and cast judgment on you, you crumble. But it started with you. So I challenge you to evaluate the things that you say to yourself, the thoughts that you repeatedly think on that limit you. You cast judgment on yourself. And then your fortress of love for yourself should be so strong that even when people cast judgment on your career and on your life, it should be able to roll off of you. It should be able to roll off you. It shouldn't even be able to blend with you and stick in you. It's like water and oil. No matter how much you shake, twist, stir, it still remains separate entities. And so that's how it needs to be when it comes to people pronouncing judgment on your life. Oh, you're only going to make this. You're only going to be a one-hit wonder. You're only going to perform these amount of movies. Says who? It begins in your mind. And that's when the magic really occurs. That's when the laws of attraction become really real. Because you stop casting judgment and you start thinking of where you want to be and what you're doing. And it only breathes life into your situation. Instead of staying in the same situation you're in and pronouncing